welcome into our spring home garden event here at HSN. I'm Shannon, and boy, oh boy, we have so many wonderful things planned for you. You know, whether it's life's little emergencies or life's big emergencies, or just really getting out there, enjoying the beach, enjoying the ballpark, you have power, we'll travel. And not only that, we have the #1 name when it comes to superior portable, it's a portable power factory. Nobody does it better than EcoFlow. And do you know what? Even double, 2 times double the power of my original. It's the only plan today's special for the year. We are down to your final options. So if you're ready, I know I am. Here it is, one of your final opportunities. It's our best buy of the day. Well, I just feel delighted that I even have any of our today's specials. I'm a big fan of Justin and a big fan of EcoFlow. When it comes to what I call portable power factories, this is the name in the industry to go for. And that is one of the reasons that they do things for us that they don't do for anybody else. I mean, certainly if this last year, 14, 16 months or so has taught us anything can happen. That's really the real lesson learned. And I always say knowledge is power. And, you know, certainly we don't like to be alarmist, but the truth is, whether it was the terrible storms and everything that's moved through Texas, East Coast, West Coast, Minnesota, where your ice storms, Mother Nature, really, it might have been the first day of spring yesterday, but she's up to shenanigans. Sometimes Mother Nature is up to no good. So while this does give you that peace of mind, because it's a portable power factory, it is also great for the fun things in life. Whether you are glamping, boating, backpacking, whether you are someone like myself and you just want to make sure if there is that brownout, that power surge, that power outage, that you are able to access power actually for some of the biggest or most important things in our home. So Rocky, if it's okay, let's show the of purchase separately, and then I'd love to show you just how much power is packed into this for the lowest price that we have found anywhere. Last one for the year. This is double the power of the original EcoFlow River. Double the power, that's why I'm thinking about upgrading tonight. So anywhere you shop, it's $600, $599. You can choose it with the solar panel or without the solar panel. Now the solar panel is actually 110 watts, and that is available in the black only, because the gray choice did sell out earlier. Or of course, if you want to do just that portable power station on its own, you can do it in the black or the gray. One thing I will tell you is though, and I do not say this lightly, you cannot put a price on that peace of mind. You really can't. I own one of the originals, and I have to say, I have used it when my other neighbors have been out of power, but more importantly, whether it's powering your medical devices, your CPAP machine, your nebulizers, whether it's powering that refrigerator, that small refrigerator, or that big refrigerator. In fact, let's show you how it's small but mighty. It's the lowest price that we have found anywhere. So whether we are talking about a refrigerator, now again, I keep hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of ingredients in my garage fridge because I do a lot of kitchen shows here at HSN. So yes, your lights, your refrigerator, your blender, your television, your projector, your hair dryer, your coffee maker. And then of course, when you go completely off the grid, those things that really connect us to life, livelihood, and family, your phone, who knows, your drone, why not? Rice cooker, frying pan, electric kettle. You know, it's funny because even on this little graphic that we showed the things that it powers, big or small, powers it all, and it gives you that peace of mind for the lowest price that we have found anywhere. But once more, this is the last and only scheduled or planned today's special. EcoFlow, anywhere else you go, you are looking, remember you choose it with the solar panel or without the solar panel. If you do choose it with the solar panel, though, it's only available in the black because the gray already sold out, and you have literally your world at your fingertips. So no worries, no fuss, no gas, no kerosene, no noxious fumes, don't worry about outgassing, no maintenance. Nothing to worry about, and that's why Justin Smith really brings this to life. Justin, it's always great to have you here, but you know I'm a fan of yours. You know I'm a fan of EcoFlow. I heard Adam say this. I know Callie owns this. So many of us who have the original are looking to upgrade to this tonight because leave it to EcoFlow, the #1 name, the go-to people when it comes to these portable power factories, to put more power into that portable package. And you know what? Breakfast for dinner, anytime, my friend, and then everything in between, right?
That's right, Shannon. I mean, I love that you said that so many people are looking to upgrade because, you know, a lot of us, we got the Generation 1 or Generation 2, which, you know, in the River lineup, they were customer picks on HSN. And this is the brand new Generation 3 EcoFlow River, like you said, the most powerful EcoFlow River that EcoFlow offers. And it follows that same lineage, that same heritage and pedigree that Generation 1 and 2, which were so popular. However, like you said, just to reiterate, this is twice as powerful as those for less cost. As you saw me back there, I had my electric frying pan that I was cooking up some scrambled eggs. I mean, you can cook up whatever you want in there, but it will power that for about an hour. Most of the things that I'm going to show you here in a few minutes back here in my kitchen, those are big heat-producing items, big heat-producing appliances. Those are normally, we would think, at home, well, of course, I've got to have gas and oil and, you know, toxic fumes and all that to power my, you know, my electric, you know, frying pan, my coffee maker, my hair dryer, all that sort of stuff. But you don't need any of that anymore because it's 2021. And how I want you at home to look at this is a 21st century battery powered generator without gas, without oil, without toxic fumes, without a primer, without sticky pull cranks, without having to wait until the natural disaster happens and go sit in line at the, you know, depot store and get price gouged and all that. You don't have to do any of that anymore. But what this isn't one of those little dinky power banks that just powers your phones and tablets and maybe a light and a fan for a couple hours. No. That's cute. What this does is, well, while I'm at it, yes, of course it'll do that and recognize its immediate power. If I need a light or if I need a fan, we'll see it here behind the graphics, but this could easily be that 1200 watt space heater behind me for those of us still dealing with winter weather up north. But, you know, we're down here in the south right now, so I thought a fan was a little bit more appropriate. Of course it'll do those things. It'll do it with ease, and for not just a few minutes, but for hours on end, it'll do that. But here is where the rubber meets the road for so many of us, Shannon, is a full-size refrigerator. Never before in a battery-powered generator have we seen one of these that will power a full-size refrigerator. A mini refrigerator? Yes. But a full-size refrigerator, I've gone ahead and unplugged it from the wall. We can all see that it's off. It's not running. Now watch this. All I'm doing is, here are my 3 AC wall outlets. So look around your house. Virtually anything around your house that you can plug in, you can now plug in here. And that's EcoFlow's goal, is to have your comfort of home anywhere you go. And this meets the standard of any home wall outlet. Not like, oh, only a couple of your home wall outlets. This meets the standard of any home wall outlet, so that so many of us, we have to shelter in place now, right? We can't evacuate and go be comfortable somewhere. We have to make our home our comfortable place. So when we can keep those hundreds of dollars of grocery items, those hundreds of dollars of maybe medicine that you keep in there. Someone earlier said that they have probably at any given day $1,500 worth of medicine in their refrigerator, and they have to have some sort of backup power, but they can't keep a gas generator inside their house because they live in a condo. So especially if you live in a condo, a townhome, an apartment, something like that, this is your only option. You cannot have a gas generator because the gas generator, remember, you have to keep outside. You have to run all of these cords that plug all of this stuff into an open window, through an open door. And if you don't have any power and it's completely dark outside and you have your windows and doors open, that's an immense safety threat. With the EcoFlow River Max, you don't have to do any of that. You can keep all your windows and doors shut and locked and keep all of your stuff powered and running for hours on end. That little light there on front, just a little side note, you can turn that off. You can change colors, whatever you want, but you can plug in 10 things at the exact same time, all the way up to an 1,800 watt electric kettle right there. Plus, you can plug in all of your phones, all of your tablets, all of your connected devices as well, outside of just your big appliances. Everything comes already put together for you. You don't have to put anything together once you get this home. You get it home, it's literally one button press right here, and I have immediate access to all of that power harness within here. And one more thing, just to show you the details that EcoFlow is thought of. Let's say I do lose power, right? What happens? We're very vulnerable. We're distressed, whether it's for 15 minutes, 15 hours, or 15 days. We can all relate to how distressed that feels. So let's just say I unplug my light. That's simulating a power outage. We can't find where our plugs are in our house if it's at night. Where do I do? Where's my light? Where's my, where's my flashlight? Where's my candles and my match? Well, if you can't do any of that, go get your EcoFlow River. And we've even thought of this for you. Watch this. We're giving you a little safety light here. So now I can go, oh, wait, where's that plugged in at? Oh, there's my refrigerator. There's my light. There's my fan. And then you can go start unplugging all of those things. Get them plugged into your EcoFlow River, and you are set and ready to go with all of your things, giving you that peace of mind and that sense of security. 17 pounds is all this weighs. It's about the size of a toaster. No gas, no oil, no toxic fumes. It is really the 21st century battery powered generator. There's the old antiquated way. That's the old school way of doing things with the gas generator. This is the wave of the future. This is how we are doing things now. And again, Shannon, look at this. It's completely, it's not warm. It's cool to the touch. Watch. I wouldn't do this with the gas generator. I would burn my face. And check this out. It's completely cool to the touch. It's not hot or anything like that. So that's all the cool technology packed in out here. And I can't wait to come back after you get done doing some business and show you all the rest of this stuff that this will power.
Absolutely, because it's that peace of mind that you really can't put a price on. Now, remember, if you want it with the solar panel, now EcoFlow, of course, the go-to name in the industry, in the business, when it comes to what I call these personal portable power factories. I mean, it's like a little power station. You saw that list of things that it'll power, and I love that they even have things like blow dryers, but really the important stuff. I mean, the nebulizers, the CPAP machine. Yes, that refrigerator could mean your insulin, could mean breast milk, could mean some of the medications that do require refrigeration. So yes, some of life's smaller conveniences, but really when it really matters, life's big conveniences, the phones, the routers, the computers, the things that we use to connect with family and friends to make sure that the weather is safe or travel conditions or whatever it might be. So remember, EcoFlow is doing this for us, for you, for today and today only. It is the only scheduled EcoFlow River Today special for the rest of the year. I have the original, I think Callie has the original, a lot of us have the original, but many of us are upgrading because listen, if I can get more power for a better price, I'm gonna do it. Although that best price, that lowest price that we found is good for today and today only. It's available in the gray and in this great kind of black color, but you have to remember whether you do it with the solar panel, and the solar panel, by the way, is a $400 value. It's 110 watts. The solar panel is actually, that's the one that most people select because it's only $60 more on FlexPay. So remember, if you want it with the solar panel, then we only have the black available, correct? Steve, I don't know why I can't I'm having a mental block there. Okay, it's only available with the black with the solar panel. Of course, you can recharge it, through your regular AC outlet, but I think the big thing is if the power's out for an extended period of time, that's why people really want the ability or the wherewithal to go completely off the grid, as we might say. We're also doing 12 months VIP financing. Now, there are a couple of things going on. Now, first of all, you can apply and buy. I'll talk about that in a moment. You can choose to do 12-month VIP financing, in which case it's a little over $41 on our HSN credit card without the solar panel, and then a little over $66 if you choose to do it with the HSN card with the solar panel. Or, and Steve, I think I'm saying this correctly, you could do, hey, I want to take $40 off. I mean, you can also do that, either or situation when you apply and buy. That's a special promotion that we're running for a couple of days. Regardless, use your PayPal, your debit card, your major credit card. You get that 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. You get that manufacturer's 2-year warranty. Justin's going to take you on a tour of all of the ports and all of the conveniences, as we say. But there is no, once you have this, I guess the best thing is not having to need it. But the truth is you're going to use it whether your power is out or not. I find myself, as an example, in my upstairs bedroom, I do use, medical devices at home, my refrigerator, I've got medications that have to be refrigerated. And unfortunately, next to my bedstand, I didn't think about this when I did my townhome, I don't have enough outlets or the available outlets to plug in everything that I need, even by my bedstand. So you'll probably find yourself using this every single day, whether there is a medical emergency, a power outage, whatever it might be, nature's emergency. Get it, try it. I know that you're gonna use it. I know that you're gonna love it. You're getting more power for the best price that we've ever offered, and you're getting it for today and today only, exclusively here at HSN. And the thing is, Justin, when we talk about EcoFlow, we know they're the go-to name, the go-to brand in the industry. They have upgraded every experience. I think about myself, it was funny, even before I left for work, I'm like, gosh, do I smell something burning? I'm like, do I smell something electrical? I am not good like with the oil changes and things like that. So if I had to worry about is something, does it have enough oil? Does it have gas? Does it, is it overheating? Is it emitting some kind of fume or noxious substance? Is it, far enough from my home where it's not going to, deteriorate my health? It's just everything that I want in this beautiful, compact, elite profile. But then you're not even giving up on power. It's actually got more power and more resources than even the original that I bought for more money here at HSN.
It does. You can plug in more. It has more power. And it's, less than the cost of that original one. And one of the big things that EcoFlow has done is they were some of the first boots on the ground in Texas a month or so ago, and they were actually donating these to neighborhoods so people could get back online and have a little bit of that sense of that sense of security and that peace of mind. So that's just part of the great company that EcoFlow is. If for those of you out there who may never have heard of EcoFlow, they are a worldwide industry leader in the battery generator space. So just gives you a little, backstory on them. Plus, they're going to give you that 2-year warranty. Plus, they're going to give you 7 days customer service here in the United States to call in if you ever have any questions. But when you get it home, you're not going to have to do anything but take it out of the box, put it on charge, and press the button. And I'll show you that in a second. You're not going to have to worry about gas or oil or toxic fumes, like you said. That can be very intimidating for a lot of us. You don't have to worry about the yearly oil changes that you're going to have to do with a gas power generator. Those can cost $150 to change the oil, change the spark plugs. And let's not forget, gas and a gas power generator, if you never use that but for natural disasters, but you keep the tank full, you have to replace that gas every 3 to 4 months because gas only holds for about 3 to 4 months. With the EcoFlow River Max, if you don't use it for 12 months, it's still going to have a full 100% charge on it. You don't have to worry about any of that other mess, any of that other fuss. When you get this home, this is all you're ever going to need. We're never going to email you after the fact and say, oh, you forgot this adapter, or forgot to do that. So one thing I want to touch on before I get into some of the ports here, Shannon, is that solar panel right there. The solar panel is really great because I can go off the grid. I can go hunting, camping, fishing. I can create my own self-sustaining power. I just unzip this right here. I put it out, get a little bit of sun. So, if you're going hunting, camping, or fishing, or just doing something more recreational, or maybe you are in a town that lost power. Well, your gas station can't get power to run the gas pumps, so then you can't even run a gas power generator like happened here in St. Petersburg, Tampa, Florida, back when Hurricane Irma happened. All you had to do was put your solar panel out on your lawn or on your truck, your RV, wherever you're at, with a little bit of Mother Nature's sun, you're able to power this and keep all of your devices plugged in. What about if you want to go off the grid? What if you, what if you're attached to maybe a medical device and you can't go out hunting, camping, or fishing because you can't be away from your medical device too long? Well, now you can. You don't need a gas power generator. Now you can go off the grid with this and take that solar panel. So all of this stuff here behind me is all being powered with this one EcoFlow River right here. Watch this. One button press. Now I'm activated. Now I'm on. You saw me a minute ago. I had to turn it off because I was burning my eggs, but I had my eggs going on this, but I got my cup of coffee going. Look at this. Hold on. Look at this. Can you see the steam coming out of there? So I've got, how many of y'all? Give me an amen. If you can't live without your coffee in the morning, that's me. I need my coffee. So think about those things around your house that are those creature comforts. Those, they may not be things that, oh, I really need that, like a refrigerator, or maybe it's a medicine refrigerator, or lights or fans or a medical device, but those additional things, those big heat producing items that would be really nice to have and wouldn't make you feel so vulnerable and so distressed in a power outage, like our big screen TVs. This isn't like a little, 32-inch, did I get it right? This isn't like a little 32-inch TV. This is a 65-inch big screen, flat screen TV right there, smart TV. And I'm going to be able to run this on my EcoFlow River for about 10 hours, not to mention the refrigerator for 10 hours. Now I can watch the news. I can watch the storm when it's coming in, or maybe I can just keep the kids entertained or myself entertained for hours on end. I'm not talking about just a couple hours, but I'm talking for hours and hours on end. I'm going to be able to do all this. It's the difference between a hot meal and a cold meal, my medicine going bad or my medicine staying good, my food spoiling or my food not spoiling. That is the difference that EcoFlow offers you in 17 pounds in the palm of your hand. And if you'll indulge me just for one more second here, let me move my solar panel out of the way. I want to show you guys at home, just take you on a quick little tour of this. So this right here, this is going to be your nice, easy to read LCD screen. Let me get it out of the reflection there. There we go. So this is going to tell you down to the amount of hours of battery you have left, depending what you have plugged in, the percentage of battery you have left, and then the very smart battery monitor, the watts in and the watts out. Plus I have my 4 USB ports. My blue one right there, that's going to be my fast time port. It used to take me 4 hours to recharge my phone. Now it'll take me 2. I've got a USB-C port right down there as well. You got a USB-C port right there, a 100-watt one, as you can see right in front of you there. That's what all your MacBooks, all of your Lenovo's are going to, and that's really great because many other battery-operated generators, they don't have that. If your phones and your tablets start into that kind of charger, you have to get rid of those old battery generators that you might have spent a lot of money on. Not with EcoFlow. They've already thought that it's kind of future-proof in that way. You're not going to have to get any adapters or change anything out, right? Plus, we're going to give you this old school, what do we call that? You can plug in your little air compressors in there. Your cigarette lighter is what we used to call them in the car back in the day, the 70s and 80s. The DC regulated port right there. Plus, just to finish off our little tour, this is what I was talking about. These are our 3 AC 3-pronged wall outlets, not dinky little 2-pronged. Look, they've got that big heavy-duty grounded little third extra prong right there, so I can plug in not just my small lights and fans, but my big heavy-duty appliances as well. Then I can charge all of pretty much everything around my house that I can charge in my regular wall outlets. I can now take with me and be completely mobile, portable, rechargeable, powerful, and industrial wherever I go with the EcoFlow River Max, giving me that sense of security and that peace of mind.
Absolutely. Hey, we're about a third of the way through the presentation. If you are just joining us here at HSN, first of all, welcome. A happy Sunday fun day. I hope you're out either enjoying weather or enjoying family or friends. This is our spring home event, and we are rounding that corner. It is for flex pay on any of your organizational items until 12 midnight. Big thing is, though, we want to get you that peace of mind you can't put a price on. And certainly whether you were affected directly in Texas or in California where fires were recently, I mean, we all know Mother Nature does something. But even when you want to enjoy Mother Nature, certainly this last year, 14, 16 months has taught us nothing if only anything can happen. And I think we're finding not only a renewed appreciation for family, but a renewed appreciation for getting to the great outdoors. But when I go to the great outdoors, I better have some of life's conveniences. So yes, it is certainly for those Murphy's Law moments, the brownouts, the power outages, the potentially life-threatening situations when it comes to Mother Nature. That's why I say the best thing that would ever happen is that you wouldn't need to use your EcoFlow. EcoFlow is the #1 name. I mean, they are certainly the leaders when it comes to these power factories. If you're not familiar with this, they call it a power station. You know, that's basically what I call it. I call it a portable power factory for your life, certainly for life's emergencies. But don't be surprised, because this is the lowest price that we've ever found, and it's the only scheduled today special, the most powerful, actually double the power of the original River. But don't be surprised if you end up using it every day. I know I mentioned it earlier, but I'm like many of you who have to use nebulizers and CPAP machines. They're all things that, you know, many of us require insulin or refrigerated medications. my outlet I don't have enough outlets by my bed stand where I really need a lot of that stuff. And so I rely on my EcoFlow River, but this is better than the one I got. And I hate to say it that way because they make a beautiful family of quality products, but this is double the power. It's actually less than I spent for the original. So whether you're upgrading, whether you put your toe in the water, I really hope that you do it. Yes, you get that 2-year warranty, but more importantly, you get power on demand where you need it, when you need it. That could be upstairs, that could be downstairs, that could be in, you know, the fishing house, the ice house, that could be in the deer shack, that could be in the tent, that could be on the boat. Wherever life takes you, this is that peace of mind. So remember, US-based technical support. They are a family of products that we're so proud to have here at HSN. 12-month VIP financing, in which case you're looking at a little over $41 without the solar panel, a little over $66 if you choose the one with the solar panel. Now remember, we have it in gray and black. We do have apply and buy promotion where you could take $40 off. But if you want the version with the solar panel, most people are gravitating there. I mean, you want to talk about more bang for your buck. Now, of course, you can always recharge your EcoFlow River, you know, via a wall outlet, you know, and get all the cables to plug in things and stuff and use, you know, plug in your little surge protectors and anything you want. But if you don't have power for an extended period of time, that's why most people are gravitating toward that solar panel. On the solar panel, we only have that choice with the black. And remember, the solar panel alone is about a $400 value. So it's a 110 watt solar panel that of course recharges with the energy of the sun. We can only hope that you don't need to use that solar panel for when Mother Nature is up to her shenanigans. But Justin, you know, we all lived through that hurricane, and certainly here in Florida, we've been fortunate than most. Certainly in Florida, we know we've actually dodged a number of Mother Nature's bullets, but the last time that we had a hurricane move through, I had friends who were completely out of power for over 2 weeks. And then it gets to be, yes, it's a nuisance, but for people who do rely on power for medical devices, insulin, refrigerated medications, yeah, it's great that we can do the fun stuff like the blow dryers and the blenders and the microwave, but really even the television or the router or the phone or the computers, those become life links, not only to safety, to home, to friends, to family. So that's why I keep saying with more power, for the best price, lowest price we've ever found, it is really hard to put a price on that peace of mind. And I think that's one of the reasons that customers love it, don't they, Justin?
Customers do love it, and that's why I mentioned at the top that the Generation 1 and 2 were customer picks, and this follows in the same heritage as the Generation 1 and 2, just with double the power. So there's no reason that this won't go on to do the same. I'm going to tell a little story here in a second, but first, I just want to start plugging things in because I think it's been a minute since I've done some impressive demos. So let me get into that, and then I want to tell you a little story of where I'm going. But this is our home office. I'm going to start with some of the least powerful things. A lot of us have done away with our landline phones, but just because it's part of the home office setup here. You know, many of us were looking for different places and ways to set up our home office because maybe they've been taken over by our kids or our spouses. And, you know, we've been doing a lot of Zooming or, you know, schooling from home these days. And what if the power company shuts our power off, right? What if we're in Texas or California, like a lot of my close friends, and the power company shuts our power off and we have no control over that to no fault of our own? My printer just came on. What are we going to do? You know, we need to get work done still. We need to feel comfortable in our home. So I know right now you've seen me plug in 2 things and you're saying, how's he going to continue to plug in the rest of that stuff? Well, here's a little life hack, a little cheat, if you will. I'm going to extend the amount of wall outlets I have here on the back, like I've already shown you. So let me go ahead, and a lot of us have these around our house. This is just a power surge, a little power strip. And this, as you'll see, this is one of those heavy-duty 3-pronged little plugs right there that's going to get plugged in right into here. Again, not one of the little 2-pronged ones, but we're going to go ahead and plug that in. And now I can continue to power all of this stuff. What about my TV behind me? I have a 32-inch smart TV behind me. Let's go ahead and we'll plug that in. What about, oh, hold on. I forgot to, I plugged it in, but here's the remote. Let me get that going here. So watch that TV come on behind me in a second. What about our Wi-Fi, our router? Just because we lose power doesn't necessarily mean that we have lost internet. The internet's always out there, right? Just we lose power to the router, the vehicle that brings the internet into our house. So here we go. Now you see the TV came on. This is my router. Watch, I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in right here. Now, here we go. Look at that. Now I have power to my router and nothing else is being affected. Everything else is on. Nothing's surging in power. It's all immediate power. My TV's going. I've got my Wi-Fi, my phone, my printer. How about this? What about my Bose system back here? Because, you know, maybe we like a little music while we're doing our work. Let's go ahead and plug that in. You're going to see that screen pop on right there. Now that screen's on. Now let's move along to some of our maybe, you know, connectivity devices, our devices that, you know, we're going to use to, I don't know, maybe check the internet on our tablet or something like that. Look at this tablet here in front of me. Let's go ahead and plug our tablet into our USB fast time port, the little blue one over here. Now my tablet came on, and look at this, guys. I'm just going and going. I don't know how many things I have plugged in here. I don't know if anybody's counting, but I got quite a bit. There's that USB port, USB-C port. I'm going to plug my MacBook Pro into that. And let's go ahead and here's the real test. Let's make sure that that pops on. Now that's on. I mean, look, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other things that I can continue to plug in. Now, here's the caveat, right? Here's the disclaimer. Obviously, the more I add on, the more I continue to plug in, the less charge time I'm going to get out of one single charge. But the beauty is I can continue to recharge this over and over and over and over again via the solar, via the car charger we're going to give you, or in the house at home without ever unplugging any of my devices. That is also an industry leading first because many other battery powered generators or battery power banks, if you will, you have to unplug all of your devices because they don't have the smart battery management safety feature that EcoFlow River has. And because this one has that, you don't have to unplug all of your devices to recharge your actual EcoFlow River, right? Because you're not going to have to worry about overloading anything. Keep this plugged in and recharging while you are powering your life so you never have any interruption in power. It's called a UPS, an uninterrupted power source. So the great thing, the reason I do all this up front is because I had a lot of friends in Southern California. I used to live in Los Angeles who called me back during when the pandemic first happened and the power grids were overloaded, right? So they're like, what do we do? Because this Los Angeles County, some of the power companies, they would shut the power down in the middle of the day because the power grids were overloaded because so many people had to, you know, stay safe at home, lock themselves at home and not go anywhere. So they were just overloading the power grid and the power companies would shut the power off for hours in the middle of the day. Not only is it bad enough you can't go out or go do anything, hopefully we'll be able to get back to that, but then they shut the power off, just like our folks in Texas we saw on the news so frequently a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago now. I had a friend out there that they had 9-degree weather and the power company shut their power off for 10 hours, on for 2, off for 10, back on for 2 in 9-degree weather. I don't know about you at home, but I'm not going outside and cranking up a gas-powered generator and spilling gas and oil everywhere in 9-degree weather. But I can sit inside and plug in my heater and plug in a television and be comfortable with my EcoFlow River Max. And that is the power that you are getting, again, 17 pounds in the palm of your hand, able to do all of this, Shannon. And that's what we are bringing to you today with this amazing Today Special, as you see right there in front of you.
Well, for the lowest price that we've found anywhere. And remember, this is, well, your power block, your power factory. This is one of your final presentations on our finest value of the day. There are so many industry-leading features with this that really EcoFlow, they are the leaders. I mean, they just are. They give us a deal that they don't give to anybody else. Couple of things to just piggyback onto what Justin said, though. It's kind of like your cell phone. You know, when your cell phone, when the battery starts to diminish, it doesn't diminish the features. Meaning last night I ran that battery till it was almost dead on my cell phone. I could still do my Facebook, I could still do my internet, I could still make my phone calls. Same thing holds true with this. Now remember, it's a forever, it's an evergreen product. You can always recharge and recharge and recharge. But my whole point is, whether you use every port, plug your little heart out. I mean, plug and plug and plug and plug whatever you want, whatever you need. You don't worry about that diminishment. You don't worry about it affecting the performance performance. As an example, you see that fan, even as the battery starts to, you know, as we start to use up the juice in the EcoFlow, it's not like the battery starts to, you still get that full peak performance. And remember, without gas or oil or cranking or maintenance or noxious fumes or outgassing, you know, there's no fear factor with this. It's about the same size as your car battery. You get a 2-year manufacturer's warranty. You get the lowest price that we've ever found or that we have ever offered. And whether you have the original, I've got one of the original EcoFlow rivers here at HSN, this is double the power for less money. So it's double the power for less money, really optimizing your options. You can choose it with or without the solar panel. Now, I will tell you, with the hundreds of you in the various forms of ordering, most of you are gravitating toward that solar panel. The solar panel is 110 watts. We have it in the black choice only. The gray already sold out. The solar panel is about $400 on its own. And listen, of course, you get all the cables and all the things that you would need. And when I say whatever plug you got, like obviously we're plugging our regular old lamp into a regular old, what looks like a light, you know, socket. You plug what you got, you plug it where you need it, you take it where you want to, so you can obviously recharge it via just a regular AC outlet. But that solar panel is really key, whether you've gone through a hurricane or fires or snowstorms or brownouts or whatever it might be. Sometimes we are without power for an extended period of time. And when I say, yes, it's great for life's emergencies, Mother Nature and otherwise, but it's also great for just modern day conveniences. I really do believe that you will find yourself using this every single day, because now you don't have to worry about, okay, where do I have an outlet? Well, where can I charge my phone? I mean, this goes with you wherever you go, whether that's the beach, the boardwalk, the ballpark, I mean, the basement, upstairs, downstairs, glamping, camping, fish house, ice house, whatever it might be. You get that portable power factory with more power than the original for the only scheduled today's special for the rest of the year. You can do it on 12-month VIP financing, in which case you're looking at a little over $41 on your credit card. You can choose it with the solar panel, 12-month VIP financing, in which case it's a little over $66 on your credit card. We're gonna pay to send it to you. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee, 095693. I look at it this way. I'm like you. I mean, I realize it's still a considered purchase, even though EcoFlow gives us a killer. They give us a whopper deal. But the last thing you ever have to want to say is where you have that coulda, woulda, shoulda moment. And it's funny, Justin, because when I got mine, I know Callie probably feels the same way, and Adam, you know, all of the hosts who have this, you get this, not necessarily even with the idea of okay, I know that power is going to go out. I know there's going to be that snowstorm. But it is that peace of mind. It's just like, thank goodness I had it. You never have that coulda, woulda, shoulda moment. And for people who have traditional generators, because I know you've tried those as well, you don't have that fear factor, as I say. Gosh, is it ventilated enough? Is there enough gas in it? What if I run out of the gas? I mean, do I have an extension cord long enough to run to the refrigerator? It eliminates all of what I call that fear factor, but still gives us that power that we want to power what we need, doesn't it?
Well, it absolutely does. I mean, think about anything around your house that you couldn't do without. This is going to power. And I mean, if I would have told you, speaking of being prepared, Shannon, like you said a minute ago, if I would have gone back, if we could go on a time machine back, I don't know what, 12 months ago, and I were to tell you right here what you would be facing in the year to come, you would look at me like I was, you know, had my head on backwards, right? No way. There's no way I'm going to need that much toilet paper. Are you kidding me? Well, my point is we never know. I don't mean to make light of it, but we never know what we're going to need to be prepared for next. So the time to be prepared is now. The time to be prepared is before the natural disaster happens, because there's nothing worse than being in the middle of it and then having no choice but to, you know, be price gouged and spend a ton of money, or just sit in the dark and the cold or in the hot. Nobody wants to feel vulnerable. Nobody wants to feel distressed like that. And you don't have to, because like you said, EcoFlow makes it simple. They are a reliable, trustworthy brand that brings you reliable power, because again, it's one button press, no gas, no oil, no toxic fumes. To add to my point here in the office setting, For those of you out there who rely on a medical device right here, like this CPAP machine, nebulizer, a respirator, something like that, I'm going to go ahead and plug this into there. So watch my little screen here light up. I've got it still going into my power strip. And now we see that my CPAP machine just lit up along with all of this other stuff. My TV's still going. So now I have my medical device going. If you rely on a medical device, I know I've said this before. I believe I've even said it at the top of the presentation. Having power is not a luxury. It is a necessity if you rely on a medical device. So many of you use these as what we call that UPS, that uninterrupted power source. And you'll keep this plugged into the wall at night. You don't have to, but you'll keep this plugged into the wall at night. And then you'll keep your CPAP machine plugged into this. So should you be sleeping and have a rolling blackout or lose power unexpectedly in the middle of the night, you will never lose power to your CPAP machine. You won't wake up distraught or disheveled. You'll sleep through the night because this will be plugged in, and the EcoFlow River will kick on in a millisecond and be able to help you to still breathe and breathe properly. The same thing a lot of people who go to work write in and say, well, we never know with these brownouts and blackouts we've been having in Texas and my friends in California this past year. So a lot of you are now plugging this into your wall and plugging your refrigerator into this when you leave during the day, so that if you lose power, you don't lose your refrigerator and lose all your groceries inside, because this kicks on in a millisecond and will power that fridge for an extra 10 hours in the middle of the day. And like I said at the beginning, it's the difference between having hot food, cold food, medicine spoiling, medicine going bad, medicine staying good. And it's the difference of just that peace of mind and sense of security that, hey, I'm in my office. I can get my work done. I can, I can go hunting or camping or fishing and not have to stay at home because I rely on a medical device, or, carry around a big 80-pound clunky gas generator. Because here's the thing. An equivalent powered gas generator that has as much power as this, it weighs about 75 or 80 pounds dry. That's without gas or oil, and it costs about 3 times as much. So the fact that you are able to get a smart battery-powered 21st generator for that price is incredible right now that we are doing this, and that's because of the volume we do here at HSN with the Today's Special, and that's what you are just so passionate about with this product, Shannon, because you have that Generation 1. I love that you can tell that story. Likewise with so many of our other hosts that I think have probably been upgrading today, like many of you at home have.
We are indeed. Hey, by the way, Facebooking Live, hi to Jackson and Annie and Sandra. Sandra, I know one of our friends on Facebook already answered your question. She was asking about whether or not it powers a full refrigerator. It does, it does, it does. And Annie, you're right. I do have electronics this hour, but next hour, I'm traveling around your whole home. I'm gonna show you how to clean. We've got Earthbright, we've got Bell & Howell. We do have some fun stuff coming up next hour as well. But this is for everyone who's looking at their screen and thinking, well, it's about the size of a car battery. Is it really going to power the big stuff? And it does. And that's actually one of the reasons I'm thinking about upgrading to this, because I have one of the original EcoFlow Rivers. I love it, but it didn't have this power. So as an example, not advisable. I can't use it with that refrigerator. This one you can. It is twice the power. It is double the power. It's actually less money than I spent on the original. I'm not sore about that, just because I really do love it. And I love it for so many reasons. Not only, yes, it gives me that peace of mind. I have had to utilize it during many power outages. We have those frequently here in Florida. Certainly Florida isn't exempt when it comes to power outages. But moreover, I really do use it on a daily basis. There are things that I need access to, whether it's that small refrigerator for medications that have to be refrigerated, whether it is that nebulizer, whether it's the breast pump, whether, it's the blow dryer if you're having a hair emergency. It's just nice to know that you have the power, the portability, and I'm just gonna say it, the elephant in the room is the safety, because plug to your little heart's content. When you saw Justin doing that great demonstration, remember, it's not like one of those things. First of all, no gas, no oil, no kerosene, no outgassing of fumes. You don't have to worry about, okay, is it safe for me to have this, in the house? None of those things. It's a forever product. So even you can charge it via a standard wall outlet. That's if you're doing the version without the solar panel. If you're doing the one with the solar panel, of course, that solar panel is almost $400 anywhere else at 110 watts. Personally, I like the convenience of having that solar panel. panel. When I got mine, the solar panel was actually completely sold out. So it's nice that EcoFlow does this for us. But when I go back to my safety factor, it's not like one of those things. Remember the old cell phones where we could overcharge them? And I had batteries like blow up in my cell phone. I'm talking cell phones where I keep them plugged in. And then I'd go back to the cell phone store and the guy's like, you know, you're not supposed to just keep it plugged in, right? Because it's not good for that battery. This, plug to your heart's content. Those ports, your lamps, your router, I mean, whatever you got, plug it in. You don't worry about, as the battery, you know, as you start to use up the juice, remember you can recharge it via the wall outlet or the solar panel, but it doesn't diminish the performance. It has that smart battery management, so you don't worry about, oh gosh, can I plug this in, can I plug that in? Safety, security, convenience, best price. You know, this is the only one that we have planned for the year on the river, and more power, portability, don't let the size fool you. Once you get it at home, because I realize, even though it's the lowest price that we've seen anywhere, yes, it is a considered purchase. And you're watching for a reason. Do it tonight, get it at home. You're gonna feel better knowing you have this. And Justin, it's interesting because I bet I'm not the only one watching this show. We had done many river presentations. I mean, we had done many EcoFlow presentations together before I finally, you know, where I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And now that I have one, and I have the original with less power for more money, that's why I wanna upgrade. I scratch my head and I go, why in the world didn't I do this sooner? I bet you hear that a lot, where people watch the presentations and then, like I said, God forbid, the last thing you want to say is, why didn't I call and get that? But people, you really kind of need to strike while the iron is hot, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, you really do, Shannon. And it's one of those things that, you know, when a hurricane's coming through Florida now, or, you know, if I get a power outage, I don't worry anymore like I used to. You know, a couple years ago, before I was working for EcoFlow, I would always be like, okay, we got to evacuate. Should I go to the depot store and try to stand in line and get one of those generators? You know, it was all that just kind of anxiety going through my head. But now that I have a couple of these, I don't worry. You know, I literally have no stress when the storm, or I just pull this off the cover, pull it out of the shelf. I'm good to go. Just one button press and I start plugging things in. And that's really the key behind this. Is EcoFlow set out to develop a product that could really, you know, meet the standard of any wall outlet, but make you feel at home anywhere we are. You know, we've all become familiar with the term safe at home, or what is it, like stay at home or something like that. You know, we've all become familiar with that term nowadays. And if a storm's coming, we can't evacuate. We have to stay at home. We have to shelter in place. So that's the big key with this, is make where you're at, make the shelter where you're at as comfortable as possible with whatever that is. And this is going to be the thing to power all of those devices. And one thing that you said, and I'll just piggyback right on that, but here's a hair dryer. Let's go ahead. Look at this. This is one of those high-powered GFI cords. We've all seen those before. We know how heavy-duty this is. Let's just go ahead and plug that into the back here. Now, again, other power banks, I wouldn't be able to, you know, power things like this or those big heat-producing items behind me. But this is a battery-powered generator, not a power bank that just does lights and fans and cell phones. A battery-powered generator. And now watch this. There's medium, right? Let's take it up to turbo. Woo! And I'm going to be able to power, turn it down there. I'm going to be able to power that hair dryer for about an hour. What about this right here? Let's plug it. Let's get our DC cord going here. Watch what I have plugged into this. What about an air compressor if I'm going hunting, camping, fishing, and I want an air compressor to go ahead and blow up my air mattress? Maybe it's my raft or something like that. Or maybe I need to blow up a tire, my car tire, because I get a flat on the side of the road. Well, here we go. It's going to use that for about an hour as well. Let me keep going here. What about this? What about a 900-watt power drill? Now, not that you would ever need to plug in a hair blower and a power drill at the same time, but I'm just showing you the amount of power this has to show you that it can do it. And again, the drill isn't going, I mean, it's immediate. That thing is super powerful. It's gonna jam a screw right through a big old 2x4 in a matter of seconds. But let's keep going. What about this? Look at this. Not just medical devices, not just big heat producing devices, but wait till you see what I have attached to the other side of this right here. Is I have a leaf blower. a big heavy-duty 900-watt leaf blower. Here we go, Shannon, you ready? Okay, I'm having too much fun right now. But in all seriousness, the reason I do these demonstrations and plug all of this in, and I'm doing it all live on air here, is so that when you get this home, you know that there's no gotcha moments. There's no smoke and mirrors. There's nothing preset. I'm plugging everything in live on air here so that you know when you get it home and you take advantage of that 2-year warranty that EcoFlow gives you to get you through plenty of hurricane seasons, plenty of winter storm seasons, plenty of pandemic grid shutdown seasons. You're going to have plenty of time to know and plug things in and to put this through its paces so that you know it'll do exactly what I'm doing on air at home for you. And I just want to, end by saying this on this little presentation here, is that there are 3 ways to recharge this. One, in the wall at home. And this is one big important factor that I forgot to mention, is that this will fully recharge from 0 to 100% in just 1.5 hours, or even get all the way up to 80% in as little as 1 hour. That's a patent that EcoFlow has called Extreme Charge, and its next closest competitor does it in 15 hours, 1-5. Not 5, but 15 hours. If I'm in the middle of a disaster, a natural disaster, or maybe I'm just running out the door to go hunting, camping, or fishing, and I forgot to charge my solar power generator or my battery powered generator, I don't have 15 hours to wait around a whole day, but I got an hour to go shower or cook some breakfast while I recharge this. I can certainly wait an hour to get this recharged if I forgot to put it on charge. But again, this will hold a charge for 12 months. And the 2 other ways to charge it: plug it into your car, your truck, your RV, your boat. Yes, we're going to give you that charger, your car charger, plus you can plug it into your solar panel like we've been mentioning it as well. And I have that right here. So here's your solar panel. This just unzips. You lay it out. It's got a little kickstand on it. It weighs about 11 pounds. So that is also completely portable. Create your own self-sustaining, off the grid, indefinite amount of power. You rely on nobody but a little partly cloudy sun, and this will sip the sun's power, and you can keep all of your stuff plugged in and powered not just for a couple hours, but for hours and hours and hours and days on end with that solar panel. And that is just the ease of use and the smart, super powerful, super portable, super industrial amount of power that you are getting, not tethered to anything but whatever you have plugged in the palm of your hand, Shannon.
Well, and I think that's what's so genius about this for so many reasons. I'd love for you to see that graphic in terms of the things that it powers. And remember, that's just a small little entree of the things that you will use this for when you get it at home. But the thing that I find interesting, because I do a lot of our kitchen shows here at HSN, I'm just going to speak to the blender, and the hairdryer and the coffee maker. I've done enough kitchen shows here at HSN where our kitchen team has to be really cautious about how, do you have more than one blender plugged in? Do you have, just because those are thirsty devices. I mean, they really are. I mean, so if it's going to power those thirsty devices, in addition to, yes, the things that we rely on for daily life, things like your phone and your router and your drone, I mean, all of those great things. By the way, rice cookers, that's another one of those thirsty appliances. I just really want to stress, yes, you are watching this show for a reason. And, the last thing you want is a coulda, woulda, shoulda moment. And I know I'm just speaking for myself. I had done many presentations with Justin before I actually put my toe in the water and got my EcoFlow. I got one of the originals, did not have this much power, could not power a refrigerator, still love it. It was more money than this, but this is the lowest price that we have found. And I can tell you this. Yes, obviously I love it when we've had power outages and so forth here in Florida, but moreover, I just love the idea that I know my medications, even some of the expensive produce and things that I use for my kitchen show on Friday nights at 8 o'clock, I know that I'll always have power to make sure that refrigerator is running. So you can do that too. It's what I call an evergreen product, meaning you buy it once, you bought it, you own it forever. You don't worry about gas or oil or maintenance or outgassing or fumes or safety considerations. It's small, it's portable, it's convenient, but it's powerful. It's double the power of the original EcoFlow River that we offer here at HSN. It's the lowest price that we've done. It's the lowest price that we found. There's a 2-year warranty. We're also doing free shipping, which is a big deal because, again, it's about the size of a battery, but, you know, if you even shipped like a ring to somebody, I mean, shipping is not inexpensive these days. You choose it with the solar panel or without the solar panel. Now, if you want the solar panel, that's 110 watts. That's valued at almost $400. Most of us are gravitating toward the version with the solar panel, in which case your color choice is black. If you do the version without the solar panel, we have it in what we call gray and black. Gray, by the way, does have that great kind of, well, it almost matches my sweater, that mint or that aquamarine, that kind of teal-ish contrast, which is just, you know, you're gonna have it out in the open because you're taking it to backyard barbecues and picnic shelters and the beach and whatnot. But I really hope you do it, whether you do the 12 months VIP financing, whether you do that apply and buy, that $40 off credit card promotion. I just really, oh, you can, Steve? Okay. Actually, see, now in the past, I really thought you had to choose either the $40, whatever the credit card promotion is, or the VIP financing. For new customers, you can do both. So for new customers, because that's where that $40 off promotion comes into play. Justin, I know we only have a couple minutes remaining, and we will do a final look at this coming up at 11 o'clock tonight. But do you want to do some of the highlights for everybody with the couple minutes that we have remaining?
Yeah, I would love to just do one more little top to bottom rundown. So for those of you at home who are just joining us, welcome to my kitchen. You know, the time to prepare is now, but not just for the natural disasters, but also for the fun times, the hunting, camping, fishing, when we wish we were out there and out and about, and we wish we could have more power. You know, the time to prepare isn't after the fact or in the middle of when we wish we had more power. So, you know, we all know how it feels to not have enough power. 15 minutes or 15 days, we all know how vulnerable that feels. So our options to get power are one of two. We either get the old school way, the dinosaur, the antiquated, the somewhat scary way, and that's the gas-powered generators, right? With the gas, the oil, the toxic fumes, all that sort of stuff. Or there's the brand new 3rd generation battery-powered generator by EcoFlow. This carries the same pedigree as the customer picked before it, the generation 1 and 2. This one also has that, although it's twice as powerful for less cost. Now, this isn't one that's just going to power lights and fans for a couple hours. Yes, of course, it'll do that. But watch this. No gas or oil, no sticky pull crank, one button press, and now, if you're just joining us, I plugged in a hair dryer a few minutes ago, but now I can do my hair dryer. And I only show you this because this is a big draw on a battery. So this one right here, this will draw a lot of power. Plus, what about, I've got a leaf blower. I'm just showing you some big heavy duty items. So again, those are those big heavy duty items. And I've got 4 USB ports on front here for all of my smaller electronics. Big heavy duty 3-prong grounded wall outlet. So anything you can plug in around your wall at home, you can plug in here, including, watch this. We can all see that my refrigerator's off. I'm just going to plug it into the back here. And now my refrigerator comes on. Everything else still stays on. No zap-in power, immediate industrial amount of power. And it's going to run that refrigerator, keeping my food and my medicine from spoiling for up to 10 hours before I ever need to think about recharging this. And that is that sense of security and peace of mind, again, that EcoFlow is giving you in this brand new EcoFlow River Max.
For sure, indeed. Well, Justin, awesome job. We'll see you for that last official airing at 11 o'clock, my friend.
Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, everybody.
Hey, thank you, Justin. All right, well, we're going to help you, clean your home, illuminate your home. Oh, we got good stuff. Stay tuned. We're coming right back.
March is Women's History Month in honor of the thousands of women who work with HSN and the millions who shop with us. We are proud to celebrate you all month long. We'll highlight women-owned businesses in our own HSN family, as well as support women-owned small businesses across the country through our series, Small Business Spotlights. To learn more and shop, go to hsn.com and search Women Owned. Timeless style, remarkable quality, and effortless functionality. Versatile everyday bags crafted by hand, using trusted old world techniques and luxe materials. Fashion accessories designed to last a lifetime. Dooney and Burke on HSN.
What really separates a house from a home? A home should provide comfort, coziness, and convenience. Join me on Monday nights where I'll be giving you great ideas for your home, your kitchen, and your life.
It's time to prepare your home indoors and out. So whether you're doing some early spring cleaning, trying out new recipes, or staying entertained at home, find just what you need during our spring home and cleaning event. Shop now at hsn.com. Get the best deals on the things you love with the HSN card. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get all kinds of perks, like 12-month VIP financing on select items, plus extra flex on beauty, jewelry, shoe, and fashion purchases all day, every day. And at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Includes fraud protection, and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $40 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card.
All right, well, bring on spring. That's what we're calling this event. Hi, I'm Shannon. This is HSN. I hope you had a blessed Sunday fun day. Well, we're going to take you around the house in this hour of time together. And let's be honest, whether it's hiding that air conditioner, whether it's hiding your garbage pail, whether it's